Welcome back with another video on tryhackme.com. This is Zahin Nazir and we are doing diamond model. So it is part of the SOC level 1 and it is part of cyber defense frameworks module. In previous video we covered the unified kill chain, and now we're gonna cover the diamond model. It will take 35 minutes and it is very easy. Learn about the 4 core features of the diamond model of intrusion analysis, adversary, infrastructure, capability, and victim. Okay, so we have from task 1 to 10, and on task 9 we have practice analysis as well. So stay tuned. Introduction. What is the diamond model? The diamond model of the intrusion analysis was developed by the cybersecurity professional Sergio, Andrew, and Christopher. Apologies for if I did not pronounce your name right. In 2013, as described by its creator. You can click on the link, and if you want to know more about the diamond model, we're gonna move forward. The diamond model is composed of 4 core features: adversary, infrastructure, capability, and victim, and establishes the fundamental atomic element of any intrusion activity. You might have also noticed 2 additional components or axes of the diamond model: social, political, and technology. We'll go into a little bit more detail about later in this room. Why is it called a diamond model? The 4 core features are edge connected, representing their underlying relationships, and arranged in the shape of a diamond. Okay. The diamond model carries the essential concept of intrusion analysis and adversary operations, while allowing the flexibility to expand and encompass new ideas and concepts. The model provides various opportunities to integrate intelligence in real time for network defense, automating correlation across events, classifying events with confidence into adversaries' campaigns, and forecasting adversary operations while planning and gaming mitigation strategies. Awesome. Why should you learn about the diamond model? The diamond model can help you identify the elements of an intrusion. At the end of this room, you will create a diamond model for events such as a breach, intrusion, attack, or an or incident. You will also be able to analyze an advanced persistent threat, APT. The diamond model can also help explain to other people who are non-technical about what happened during an event or any valuable information on the malicious threat actor. Click on complete to move on to task 2, which is adversary. Okay. An adversary is known as an attacker, enemy, or cyber threat actor, or hacker. The adversary is the person who stands behind the cyber attack. The cyber attacks can be an instruction or a breach. Okay. According to the creator of the diamond model, an adversary is an actor or organization responsible for utilizing a capability against the victim to achieve their intent. Adversary knowledge can generally be mysterious, and this core feature is likely to be empty for most events, at least at the time of the discovery. Okay, unless you catch the adversary and ask them to reveal their knowledge, their mysterious knowledge. It is essential to know the distinction between adversary operator and adversary customer because it will help you understand intent, attribution, adaptability, and persistence by helping to frame the relationship between an adversary and the victim pair. It is difficult to identify an adversary during the first stages of a cyber attack. Utilizing data collected from an incident or breach, signatures, and other relevant information can help you determine who the adversary might be. Adversary operator is the hacker or a person conducting the intrusion activity. Adversary customer is the entity that stands to benefit from the activity conducted in the intrusion. It may be the same person who stands behind the adversary operator, or it may be a separate person or a group. As an example, an adversary customer could control different operators simultaneously. Each operator might have its capability and infrastructure. That is very true. What is the term for a person and group that has the intention to perform malicious actions against cyber resources. Person and group. I think it's a customer. It's a customer. No, it's not a customer. It's an operator. Customer is who will benefit, right? So adversary customer is who will benefit from here. What is the term of the person or a group that will receive the benefits? Yeah, so it's a customer. Awesome. Let's move on to the victim. Victim is a target of an adversary. A victim can be an organization, person, target, email address, IP address, domain, etc. It's essential to understand the difference between the victim personas and the victim assets because they serve different analytic functions. A victim can be an opportunity for the attacker to get a foothold on the organization that are trying to attack. There is always a victim in every cyber attack. For example, the spear phishing email, a well-crafted email targeting a specific person of interest, was sent to the company and someone victim clicked on the link. In this case, the victim is the selected target of interest for an adversary. Victim personae are the people and the organizations being targeted and whose assets are being attacked and exploited. This can be organization names, people's names, industries, job roles, interests, etc. Victim assets or the attack surface include the set of systems, network, email addresses, hosts, IP addresses, social networking accounts, etc., to which the adversary will direct their capabilities or on which they will attack. What is the term that applies to diamond model for organization or people that are being targeted? Victims. Victim personae. Okay, awesome. Let's move on to task 4. Capability is also known as the skill, tools, techniques used by the adversary in the event. The capability highlights the adversary's tactics, techniques, and procedure (TTPs). We have covered this one before in previous videos. Just check them out. The capability can include all techniques used to attack the victims, from the less sophisticated methods and such as manual password guessing to the more sophisticated techniques like developing malware or a malicious tool. Capacity is all of the vulnerabilities and exposures that the individual capability can use. An adversary arsenal is a set of capabilities that belongs to an adversary. The combined capabilities of an adversary's capabilities make it the adversary's arsenal. Okay, an adversary must have the required capabilities. The capabilities can be malware, phishing, email, development skills, or at least access to capabilities such as acquiring malware or ransomware as a service. Okay, provide the term for set of tools or capability that belongs to an adversary. So we call it adversary arsenal. So they have arsenal like missiles. All right, move on to the infrastructure. Infrastructure is also known as software or hardware. Infrastructure is physical or logical interconnection that the adversary uses to deliver a capability or maintain control of the capabilities. For example, a command and control center C2 and the results from the victim data exfiltration. The infrastructure can also be IP addresses, domain names, email addresses, or even a malicious USB device found in the street that is being plugged into a workstation. Like in Mr. Robot, one of the application, they use the USB devices. They drop the USB devices outside the organization, and one of the security person just took the USB and plugged it into the workstation, and this is how they hacked. Type 1 infrastructure is the infrastructure controlled or owned by the adversary. Type 2 infrastructure is the infrastructure controlled by an intermediary like Azure or cloud or anything like that. Sometimes the intermediary might or might not be aware of this. This is the infrastructure that a victim will see as the adversary. The type 2 infrastructure has the purpose of obfuscating the source and attribution of the activity, like botnets. Type 2 infrastructure includes malware staging servers, malicious domain names, compromised email accounts, and whatnot. Service providers are organizations that provide services. consider critical for the adversary availability of type 1 and type 2 infrastructures. For example, internet service providers, domain registrars, and web mail providers. Okay. To which type of infrastructure do malicious domain and compromised email accounts belong? I think it's type 2 infrastructure. Okay, what type of infrastructure is most likely owned by an adversary? Type 1, of course. But usually they will not use it unless there is a proxy chain in place or whatnot. Event meta features. Okay. 6 possible meta features can be added into the diamond model. Meta features are not required, but they can add some valuable information or intelligence to the diamond model. We have timestamp, we have phase, we have result, we have direction, methodology, resources, and information. There are more than 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Timestamp is the date and time of the event. Each event can be recorded with the date and time that it occurred, such as this UTC date format. The timestamp can include when the event started and stopped. These timestamps are essential to help determine the patterns and group the malicious activity. Unless attacker is using time stomping, in which he will change the time of the event, so the defense team, cyber defense team, will not be able to correlate the logs or events in order to track the activity of the attacker, or in this case adversary. Okay. For example, if the intrusion or breach happens at 3 a.m. in the United States, it might be possible that the attack was carried out from a specific country with a different time zone and standard business hours. This is very true. Phase. These are the phases of intrusion, attack, or breach. According to the diamond model creator and the axiom 4, every malicious activity contains 2 or more phases, which must be successfully executed in succession to achieve the desired results. Malicious activity do not occur as single events, but rather as a sequence of events. A great example can be the cyber kill chain developed by Lockheed Martin. You can find out more about the cyber kill chain by visiting the cyber kill chain room on TryHackMe. I already covered this one, and I will put the reference to that room over here. Just click on it and check it out. The phases can be reconnaissance, weaponization, delivery, exploitation, installation, command and control, actions on objectives. For example, an attacker needs to do some research to discover the target or a victim. Then they would try to exploit the target, establishing command and control center, and lastly exfiltrate the sensitive information, which is the objectives. Results. While the result and post condition of an adversary's operations will not always be known or have a high confidence value when they are known, they are helpful to capture. It is crucial to capture the results and post condition of an adversary's operations, but sometimes they might not always be known. The event results can be labeled as success, failure, or unknown. The event's results can also be related to CIA, confidentiality, integrity, and availability triad, such as confidentiality compromised, integrity is compromised, availability is compromised. Another approach can be to documenting all of the post condition resulting from the event, for example, information gathering in the reconnaissance stage or successful password sensitive data exfiltration. Direction. This meta feature helps describe host-based and network-based events and represent the direction of the intrusion attack. The diamond model of the intrusion analysis defines 7 potential values of this meta feature: victim to infrastructure, infrastructure to victim, infrastructure to infrastructure, adversary to infrastructure, infrastructure to adversary, and bidirectional or unknown. Methodology. This meta feature will allow an analyst to describe the general classification of intrusion, for example, phishing, DDoS, breach, port scan, or whatnot. Resources. According to the diamond model, every intrusion event needs 1 or more external resources to be satisfied to succeed. Example of the resources can include the following: software, operating system, visualization software, or meta-exploit framework. Knowledge. How to use Metasploit to execute the attack and run the exploit. Information: username, password to masquerade hardware, servers, workstation, routers, funds, money to purchase domains, facilities, electricity or shelter, access a network path from the source host to the victim, and vice versa, network access from an internet service provider. Yani, a lot of things are there. What feature does the axiom every malicious activity contains two or more phases which must be successfully executed in succession to achieve the desired result belongs to? So it is phase itself. Alright. You can label the event result as success, failure, and unknown. Which meta feature is in this this related to? This is result. All right. To what meta feature is this phrase applicable? Every intrusion event requires one or more external resources to be satisfied. Barrier to success. I think this one. Resources. Awesome. Let's move on to task 7. Social political component. The social political component describes the needs and intent of the adversary. For example, financial gaining acceptance in the hacker community, hacktivism, or espionage. The scenario can be that the victim provides a product, for example, computing resources and bandwidth as a zombie in a botnet for crypto mining. Okay. Producing new cryptocurrencies by solving cryptographic equation through the use of the computers purposes, while the adversary consume their product or get financial gains. So we call it, I think, crypto jacker or crypto miner. To resource somebody else resources to compute for new cryptocurrencies. Okay. Technology component. The technology meta feature or component highlights the relationship between the core features, capability, and infrastructure. The capability and infrastructure describes how the adversary operates and communicates. A scenario can be a waterholing attack, which is a methodology where the adversary compromises a legitimate website that they believe their target victim will visit. So we cover this waterholing attack as well in one of the previous videos. Just check this out in the playlist in the SOC level 1. You will find out more about this. Let's complete the task and let's do the practice. Let's launch the site in the meanwhile. Are you ready to construct the diamond model? Please deploy the static site attached to this task and dive into the case study here and extract the information needed to populate our diamond model. Please note, the case study for this group occurred in 2015 and is not in the light of recent development in Ukraine. Ensure you have deployed the static site attached to this task. To complete this static task, you will need to click on each triangle section of the diamond until you have completed all 8 areas of diamond. Complete all 8 areas. Okay. So let's open the case study. Okay. Analysis of cyber attack on Ukraine power grid. Okay, awesome. So let's see what we have here. The incident response team has determined that a group of notorious underground hackers named APT2166 are responsible for the attack. So this is adversary, right? Okay, it is green. An attack occurred on this one. What does it mean? It is a phase or capability. When this occurred, it is event metadata. This is timestamp, but it will come under event, right? Let's go with timestamp. Yes. The attacker target the information technology IT systems of the corporation. So they are targeting. So the objective is victim. Yeah, it is victim. The attacker used a recent malware campaign known as One Trick to ransomware the corporation servers. So these are the resources they are using. The attacker stole data from the corporation and sold it on an underground hacking forum. So these are either result. These are result. Okay. The attacker gained access using legitimate credentials that were gained as a result of a phishing attack. So they have used the capability. Once the attackers gained access to the network, they pivoted to the internal databases and file shares. They pivoted. Is it part of the result? Or I think it's part of the result now. Methodology then. Yeah, methodology. The attacker steps can be followed using the phase of what cyber kill chain model. I think Lockheed Martin then. Awesome. We received the flag. Let's put it here. Submit. Awesome. Now we're back to the conclusion. Task 10. We hope you enjoyed this room and will apply the diamond model concept in disrupting threat activity using the diamond model and bringing valuable information to your team and business executive C-suite, or C-suite, and audience, customer, or client that is not technical. The diamond model is a scientific model to improve the efficiency and accuracy of intrusion analysis. With this in your arsenal, so we have our own arsenal, right? You will have opportunities to leverage real-time intelligence for network defense and predict adversary operations. So once we click on complete, congratulations, we have completed another room on tryhackme.com. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Help us build the community. And if you have any suggestion or any room that you want me to cover on this channel, please let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next room. Thank you very much.